Presented by... What happened, Ryan Wolfsheim?
The Hakai got me, Jim. I don't know
Goodness
what happened
gracious.
We are also thick and burly, so understandably, we're going to have some issues.
What happened to start the show? You're usually bad at the end of the show, Wolfsheim.
Oh, man, it's going to be a rough one today, guys. I don't know. I'm going to blame Alex Stroop. He was in here before me. He pressed too many buttons, and he broke everything. I don't know. I got to fix it now.
You're pressing my buttons, I'll tell you that. He's Matt Hamilton. I am Jim Rutledge. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
I want to, as a show, say, what's up, Kendall? Kendall Jenner in Madison. I'm sure she's listening.
Oh, wow.
We have an Olympic gold medalist, Matt Hamilton.
Yeah.
In studio, in the Everlight Solar studio. Of course she's listening. What else would she be doing in Madison besides listening to ESPN Madison? You want to say hello to Kendall as well?
She knows I say hello.
Do you know which Jenner she is?
Which, like...
You might need to pronounce that one a little more clearly there.
Jenner.
That's what I said, Jenner.
Oh, I heard that. Might have been a
else.
soft D in there.
Jenner. Kendall
Gotcha.
Jenner. Yes.
Yeah, she's the Kardashian, right? Like in the family, the Kardashian family. The Pops is the gold medalist who switched to a lady. We're fine. Yeah, right? That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I want to emphasize Jenner. Yeah. That was.
Yeah.
What? I know Jenner.
I know. It sounded
Jenner.
like gender. That way he's like, you should be sure to pronunciate that. It was what he was
I
getting
did.
at.
You two are just weirdos. It's Kendall Jenner.
No,
That's
we
her
know who
name.
you're talking
Look,
about.
it's
Yeah.
pronounced Hakai, Jim. It's
Yeah.
Hakai.
It's Hakai, and it's
Bejer.
Bejer.
Bejer. No, Bejer, actually.
Bejer.
There we go.
Kendall Jenner is the daughter of Kris Jenner and Caitlyn Jenner. Rose to television fame on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and that would be... She was, I guess, had a little bit of a TV career. She's a model.
Yeah.
So she's, I guess, famous for being famous.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Oh, she dated...
like makeup there, too. I'm sure
she
she's
dated
on
Ben
makeup
Simmons
and,
for a while and
Yeah.
Blake Griffin for a while.
yeah, they're just making money in that Kardashian world. Oh, welcome to Madison. Get yourself some cheese curds.
Dave from Deerfield. What would 844-770-3776? If you could tell Kendall Jenner one thing, suggest one thing for her to do in Madison, what would it be?
Ooh.
844-770-3776. JJ and Ponette chimes in and said, for a second I thought I was listening to a show on Sirius, something that wouldn't be allowed on AM and FM signals. I'm not sure exactly what he's talking about there. And then Dave from Deerfield chimes in, Ryan, best open on the station ever. So there you go.
Oh, yeah, because he didn't hear your voice is why. Obviously, because I turned off your mic.
Zing!
All right. Someone's
Look, I'm just trying to play. I'm just trying to play, Jim.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. 844-770-3776. And let's post that on Jim and Matt.
Okay.
We're just going to ask, what would you suggest Kendall Jenner do in Madison? Like, be a tour guide.
I'd say go to the ESPN tailgate. Hang out till Saturday.
ESPN Wisconsin College Game Day.
Yeah.
Mitch is still. Yeah, I think
That's what
Badger
that's
game would
my
be really good.
suggestion.
Yeah.
Get some. There's some barbecue you can have there. There's all the Coors Light you can handle.
Yeah, booze, Coors Light, food.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Sounds like
It's a good time.
Madison.
I'll be
Yeah.
there. Yeah, it's Sports
gonna be-
Illustrated. Once called
You're
our
gonna
tailgate.
get
The best.
ultimate Wisconsin fall weather.
Mitch is
true.
starting to just mad, I guess. Leave? What's your deal, Mitch?
Oh.
What's the leave?
Thanks for listening, Mitch.
Why she gotta leave? Corey says, tell Kendall to check out the Elvis Presley karate sign. It's a Madison staple.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know what that is.
It's over on East Wash. He broke up a fight. He broke up a fight on East Wash.
Yeah?
When he was driving out of Madison back to the airport or something. Saw some people fighting at a gas station. Went out there and did his I'm the king. I know karate. And broke it up. And that's the lore behind it.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder. So I have this on my watch list on Netflix. It is Agent Elvis, which stars Matthew McConaughey as Elvis, but it's it's an
he's
animated show. But but he does the karate and he's a secret agent.
Yeah.
The idea that he was a secret FBI agent is the driving force of that show. But 844-770-3776. I want to ask you, give a suggestion for what Kendall Jenner should do when she's in Madison. You're a tour guide. you want to show off our city, except for Mitch, he's just mad. But everyone else, show off our city. Even if you're not a fan of Kendall Jenner or know who Kendall Jenner is, get the point of the question, please, which is, what would you showcase if someone famous that you wanted to impress came to Madison? 844-770-3776. I mean, there's a lot of options.
Game day experience. The Badger game day experience is so good.
It is. The Union, though.
The Union would be nice.
That's a really good one. Obviously, there's your spot, the Tornado Room. You love that.
I mean, we're like a week or two away from renting a kayak and having like beautiful fall, beautiful pop-in colorful trees while you're out on the lake. Like, that's a tough scene to beat, especially if the water's like glassy and you have the reflection of that beautiful color changing.
You know what would look great this time of year? And it's not technically in Madison, but getting out to Cambridge to the Dancing Goat Distillery. I guarantee Kendall Jenner would have a great time at the Dancing Goat Distillery in Cambridge. Obviously, local. They have gin academies. They have tours. You can just taste.
Tastings.
Yeah, taste everything there. Awesome gear.
And it's located amongst a winery as well.
Right,
so the scenery is
beautiful.
Fantastic.
And Nick over there, the master distiller is
Nick Moss.
Yeah, he's just a character. So I mean, Matt, that's what maybe we suggest you just goes to the Dancing Goat Distillery.
Yeah, the Dancing Goat. One of my favorite things about the Madison area, and one of the biggest distilleries in Wisconsin, believe it or not, located in Cambridge. It is got so many delicious whiskeys. I'm a fan of the Limousine Rye, but right now the Corky and Humble Blend Bourbon is what I'm putting in my cup. That's how I'm enjoying my fall nights right now. Maybe sitting out on the back porch, throwing the stick for the dog, and having a nice sip of whiskey. Doesn't get much better than that. The Corky and Humble Blend won double gold at the New York World Spirits Competition this year. Double gold means every panelist who tried this voted it gold. That's how it gets double gold. It's really fantastic. It's aged in a Colombian wood, so it's definitely a bourbon mash build, but it's not like any bourbon you've had. So if you're curious and you want to try it out and you want to get a Corky and Humble Blend bourbon for yourself, you can go to Woodman's, Star Liquor, Total Wine, Cork and Bottle, Harley's Liquor, and a whole lot more. Bunch of places are holding it. The Dancing Goat Distillery has a great house of brands. Cork and Humble Blend Bourbon is one of them. Go check it out.
James from Madison, and maybe this is his business, I don't even know, but whatever. He says that she should try Madison Angling Guide Service. So like a fishing service there.
Yeah.
That's James from Middleton. Walleyes or muskies you can try to catch out there. That's James from Middleton chiming in on that one. Donnie from DeForest chimed in and said, I believe she should join Otis Redding. I don't know what that means.
That Otis Redding crashed his plane in Lake Monona.
Jesus,
Yeah,
why is
pretty
that
savage?
You know what? I'm not here for it. Why are there's other ones that are inappropriate? Why is everyone so mad about Kendall Jenner?
Are they really mad?
Well, we've had
people on the
four. We've had one inappropriate I can't read on the air.
Oh.
Another one where she apparently should die, and then another one where she should leave. What's wrong with you people?
I guess I understand. People don't like people who are just famous for being famous. I understand that, but it's not a big deal. Like
The
it's
silver
one of
spoon part thing.
yeah.
right?
I mean,
She
that's
didn't do
fair.
anything to
but
get
at the same
famous.
time, it's like,
But like,
why do
what's
you
it
care?
matter to
It
you?
doesn't. It doesn't matter to me
because
at all.
here's the thing. Let's everyone.
I threw a rock to get famous, so I should
Well,
not.
but
I am not
but
going to cast that
Let's
first stone.
everyone take a breath and relax and just chill and look at it like this. She's very famous. She might be famous for being rich and famous, but you know what would be good? If she goes to Madison and pumps up a local business or pumps up Madison, that's good for everyone. So how about we look at it like that? What do we want showcased in Madison? And stop being so mad. 844-770-3776. Tell us some fun things.
Let's reword it. Your favorite celebrity's coming to town.
Right.
In honor of a big celebrity being in town, where would you tell your favorite celebrity to go or do?
Why do we have to do that? But fine.
I don't know why we have to do it, but here we are.
The Adam Madison says his was a compliment, but all right, I still can't share it on the air, the Adam Madison. But that's fine. All right, so he was not. So we had two angry people.
Two angry people.
We want to
be
showcase
happy.
Madison, folks. 844-770-3776. Yeah, the Dancing Goat Distillery would be great. There's obviously, Ruth's Chris. There's a lot of great places around that you could go that are great partners of ESPN Madison, but like walking down State Street, walking the Capitol Square.
Down John Nolan, right? Like if you kind of go towards the park, you get that beautiful like
the
bike
bridge.
path
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah, gotcha.
That is like the best view in Madison.
I was thinking where I
coming
get
in.
on and off of John Nolan. I'm like, what is
No,
that?
not going away. You want to come towards the Capitol. Like start at the park. Walk down the bike path.
844-770-3776. Kendall Jenner's in town. So what would you suggest a celebrity that you do care for or do not would want to do in Madison?
Yeah.
Like, what would be something that you want to showcase here in Madison? Be the tour guide. Let everyone know what they should be doing in Madison. So the Ed of Madison says she could try some of the great disc golf courses. There are some great disc golf courses
a lot
here.
of disc golf courses.
You could probably take her golfing.
Honestly, I go disc golfing as well.
There you go.
Obviously, I have the whole kit. Before I could afford to play regular golf, I had to play disc golf.
Kevin from Madison, which he knows what he's doing. He says, bring it to X Golf.
Yeah.
X Golf in Madison. There you go. Kevin for Lodi with a good one there. Yeah, but I mean, like, what would Jen say if you're like, I'm going to take Kendall Jenner golfing?
I'm coming. I'm gonna come too. I'm going to join you, and we're all gonna go golfing. It's like, but you've never played, Jen. She did. That would be the first time she'd go golfing, I'm sure.
Sam at Madison chimes in. Visit our best snack brand, Fortune Favors, candied pecans, and then go to a Badger volleyball game. Look, they're best in the country,
Yeah.
so I think
and
that's a good one.
I love me a pecan, so I am in for whatever that is.
844-770-3776. Phil and Wanakee, I'm good with this one. She can babysit his 4 girls so him and his wife can have a date.
Nice.
That's Phil and the Key. That's a good one.
Thank you.
844-770-3776.
20 in it for you when we get home.
Let's go to Kay from Kay in Madison.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, guys.
Hey,
Great. How are you doing?
we are fantastic. Thanks for calling in. What do you got?
I know you are. I know you are fantastic. So I think she should rent a big truck and go to Metcalf Foods, load it up, and take it over to Second Harvest Food Bank.
That's
I'm
a
down with
great
that one.
idea.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
know it's kind of boring, but she's really generous, so I think she'd enjoy that.
I think if you took the right route back, you could get some nice views of the town.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think it's necessarily that boring. There's some nice routes you could take to get to Second Harvest from Metcalf's where you get some good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Kay, we appreciate you calling in there. That's a fantastic one.
Yeah, bar hop along the way.
Yeah, I like that one.
Get
Yeah.
a designated truck driver.
Yeah.
Hop in the back with the food and go from bar to bar.
844-770-3776. What would you suggest? That's a good one there. Just
Yeah.
everyone knows that Second Harvest is great, and getting food for people in need is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So I think everyone will be on board for that one. 844-770-3776. What would you suggest that Kendall Jenner do in Madison? Here's the other thing, folks. A little bit of a sports thing. Badgers have Iowa. We're putting the Packers on pause, at least for today, right?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to talk about the Packers. It's sad. The view and the vibe of the Packers is basically identical to the weather outside. Like, basically, the state of Wisconsin is in its feels, and we're feeling it in the weather. Like, that is what is happening, right?
It's a little drizzly.
That's just basically, is that fair to say that Packers fans' feelings about the Packers right now are sad boy or sad girl?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm a little deflated.
Yeah,
Down in the
it is
dumps, yeah.
overcast and rainy would be how you describe your
Seasonal
feelings.
depression, one might call it.
Right. It's season depression from
Exactly.
the Packers. Seasonal.
Early season depression.
We'll see. I'm not saying that's done for good, but let's just take a break, at least today. But the Badgers.
Yeah.
I'm not for these old guy, Andy Baggett and these other ones shaming people or shaming the students for not showing up at the start of the game. You know what never works? And I have kids who are 10 and 6. Shaming them doesn't really work, even at 10 and 6.
Right.
You need to incentivize. So instead of sitting around being a bunch of old angry people being like, why aren't they showing up on time? How about we show them a good time so they feel like they're missing out? And Ryan, do you have the music I asked for ready?
That is the one thing I did get ready.
Hey, he got that ready. So Virginia Tech has Enter Sandman, and the whole stadium, was full, and they're coming out to like this whole music, and it builds up, and Ryan should be playing it right now, but like it builds up, and yeah, and like everyone, like you could feel it, the whole vibe.
So what are you trying to steal Enter Sandman?
No, I'm saying I want a suggestion. The Badgers currently do not come out to music right now.
Right.
So I want our version of this. We could put the jump around in the front. We've had plenty of people say that. Put that at the start of the game. But I want to keep that in the fourth quarter.
I
want something else along this line. that the students feel like, and anyone else that shows up late feels like, I got to be there on time. I got to be there for this moment because everyone loves to jump around. Everyone loves Sweet Caroline. Everyone loves Build Me Up Buttercup. I feel like Taylor Swift's not mean. What's the song with the she wears short skirts, I wear T-shirts?
Didn't we establish I don't know Taylor Swift songs already?
No one knows it.
Anyways, that song is now, I think, at multiple Badger games, the whole crowd sings it, so that might be a new tradition coming through as well.
Okay.
But now you're being that guy.
Oh, no, I just don't know Taylor Swift. That's my thing.
But anyways, either do I, but I know that song. It's just kind of, somehow those songs just get into your bloodstream, and you don't even, purposely listen to them. They're just around. Anyways, I want your suggestion for what...
Crazy Train's a pretty good building song. That would be a good one.
What song should the Badgers come out to? I think it's got to be something 70s, 80s, maybe 90s, but I want to have something that kind of... You just have the whole crowd. I mean, they used to go Street Had No Names, but, that wasn't getting the crowd involved.
That was a Midwest nice song.
Yeah, it was a nice little build-up, but, boom, when this hits and the whole place, the student section is full at
What
Fontaine.
about a Beastie Boys song?
Look, that's the thing. Call in, 844-770-3776. Call in and give us what you think the Badgers' entrance music should be, but I want it something to be a banger that'll make the students want to show up and be there for it. This is Rutledge and Hamilton. Yeah, Lucas. Yeah. You suck. You're an Iowa guy. This is presented by Coors Light. Okay.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. The mountains are blue, and we can prove it. Follow the show on Twitter at Jim and Matt.
Olson Toon has been customizing both residential and commercial outdoor living spaces since 1997. Matt Hamilton here from ESPN Madison. For over 50 years of combined experience in their management and design teams, Olson Toon has become one of Wisconsin's premier building and landscaping outdoor living firms. Landscaping and maintenance, irrigation, concrete work, pools, and more. If you have an outdoor living need, Olson Toon is here to help. Go to olsontoon.com to get started on your home project today. That's olsontoon.com.
Tired of power outages disrupting your life? Make them a thing of the past by getting a Generac home standby generator from Adams Generators. Adams Generators is the largest and #1 rated Generac dealer in Wisconsin. With 24/7 emergency support, our factory-trained technicians are standing by to assist you. Visit adamspower.com/generators to make sure your power always stays on. That's adamspower.com/generators.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com because they never charge over the MSRP.
Legacy Exteriors. Just pick up the phone and let us leave a legacy on your home. Roofing, windows, gutters, siding, and decks. Can Legacy do it? You bet. Better prices, better warranties. Legacy always makes it easy. Go to legacy-exteriors.com. Legacy Exteriors. Just pick up the phone and let us leave a legacy on your home.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers individual and group lessons for players of all ages and skill levels. Get developed by some of the best baseball coaches in the area and utilize GRB's 52,000 square foot facility, 14 batting cages, and 6,000 square foot weight room. Visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Medicine.
Joe and Madison chiming in on one of our X-Golf Madison poll questions here, which is, what music should the Badgers play? Because that's my solution to the students not showing up. We got to make it a thing, Matt Hamilton. I'm Jim Rutledge. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light, live from the Everlight Solar Studio. Primetime Wollersheim behind the glass. We got to make it like a thing of like, I got to be there, and it's got to be music that not only gets the players excited, but gets the fans excited, and they want to be there, and they want to party. So Joe and Madison says, welcome to the jungle, and he said they did that for their high school team, and shout out to the Cudahy Packers. So shout out to the Cudahy Packers from Joe and Madison. But, like, welcome to the jungle.
That's a good one.
I mean, could you hear that, like Axl Rose? Do you know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby, and you're going to die. Like, that's pretty sick.
That
would
be good.
That would be pretty great there. And Mitch Madison now is happy again. He says "Money for Nothing" by Dire Straits. That when that guitar hits,
yeah,
and I love that. I love that so much.
Dire Straits is 10 out of 10.
We have the 608 who has to chime in. You'll have to give us your name later, please. But Black Sabbath with Iron Man. That's a good one. That's a good one. Then we have David Deerfield chiming in what he would suggest that Kendall do when she's in Madison. Apparently she's not in Madison. Jesse Opinion broke that news that her tequila brand is in Madison, but Kendall is not. But whatever. 3-hour ride on a 2-story wooden ship, pontoon porch on Lake Monona. The owner, Joe, as the captain, and Rodney making a powerful grilled lunch. Sounds like a good time.
I've been out on that pontoon porch.
Mike in Sauk City said he missed the beginning. What is she doing in Madison? I don't know, and apparently she's not, but her tequila was in Madison, and for some, there was a little bit of scuttlebutt that she was in Madison. It just broke about 3 minutes ago that she is not in Madison. But regardless, 844-770-3776. Still, famous persons in Madison, to Matt's point, what would you suggest they do? Like, you want to showcase the city and say, this is what I want you to tweet about or put out to your millions of social media fans, like, to just get the essence of Madison. What would it be? 844-770-3776. We're also asking you, what music should you come out to or the Badgers should come out to for their lead-up music to get kids who want to show up? Let's go out to Christine from Verona. What do you got for us?
Hey, I think they should come out with Are You Ready by AC/DC. They used to do that back, we've had season tickets since 2003, and it was before that when Barry first got there.
Okay.
That really riled them up.
I like that. And a throwback to the Barry days as well. Thank you. Christine, do you have a suggestion? If someone famous came to Madison, what would you tell them to do to showcase our beautiful city?
You mean what, fun to do?
Yeah, like let's say someone famous was in town and you're like, hey, this is what you have to do. I want everyone to know how awesome this is about Madison.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my husband said the farmer's market, but I say lame. I think that it should be bar hopping on Regent Street prior to the game.
There you go.
I love it.
And you can stop by the ESPN Madison tailgate. Thanks, Christine. 844-770-3776. I don't think Ryan's going to be capable to get us out to Will Madison. We'll do that in a minute. So whenever Ryan is ready to get to Will Madison, we'll get to Will Madison. 844-770-3776. Let's go out to Will Madison.
Hello?
Hey, Will.
Yeah, I think the song that they should come out to, which would be kind of get everybody amped up, would be from DMX's first album, the intro.
Ooh, yes, that's it. I like that one. I think that's in Any Given Sunday. when they have there's like a scene where Willie Beeman starts throwing some touchdowns, and I think that is in there. Not the stop, drop, shut it down, open up shot. It's the one before. Will, that's a good one.
Yes.
I like that one. Might have to be cleaned up a little bit. I can't remember exactly.
It is DMX after all.
The lyrics there, Will, but I like it. Will and Madison with a great choice there. Look, it kind of keeps with the
DMX always brought it. That's
DMX
one thing.
There's a million DMX ones that could.
Very colorful language, but man, did he bring it every single time.
Because X is going to bring it to you, Matt Hamilton.
Exactly. He wasn't lying.
Right? 844-770-3776. JJ and Pornett chimes in with Sabotage from the Beastie Boys, which is one we like.
I played that one in the break.
Yeah. The only concern we had about that one, 17 seconds till the music hits. So, and does it get.
The lyrics
does it get low to the high? You got to have this sort of crescendo build, boom, if we want to mimic what was done with Vatek. Master of Puppets, which is that's a Metallica one.
Right.
That one, to me, got into my zeitgeist because of Stranger Things. The last season of Stranger Things, that was in that. That one's a bang. You hit the right point of it, the proper build-up.
Yeah, that whole song's a build-up.
Joe and McFarland chimes in. Badgers should come out to Beastie Boys again. Intergalactic. That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that one. It might be, I don't know if it's got I love it. I love the song.
Yeah, one of my favorites, and I don't know if it doesn't really build up at all, so you wouldn't have that same effect, but it definitely would get the crowd riled up. But Brass Monkey, one of my favorites for the Beastie Boys.
That would get the students to show up, yes.
Yeah. Free Brass Monkeys for every student that shows up on time.
But you could do that one after the players come out before the game starts. It'd be like the you can do that with Brass Monkey.
That's a good one.
The whole point of it, 844-770-3776. Why are we talking about this? Because the Packers are depressing. The Badgers got a big game coming up against Iowa. They currently do not have an entrance music. And
we want the students there.
I'm sick and tired of trying to, people trying to shame the students. It's on us, the olds, to come up with something cool to get the students to show up. And I'm sorry, it's cool that they hired a brand new, stadium, entertainment group, but, louder isn't going to get the students to show up. Obviously, they still ain't there. So you got to come up with something fresh and something exciting to get the students to show up. So that's what I want. No Sleep Till Brooklyn. That's JJ and Poinette.
Yeah.
Beastie Boys apparently a sweet spot for our audience.
Yeah.
I like that one too. It's also now back in the younger generations, I would say, consciousness because of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That was in that one, so that would bring it forward. Then there's Stan and Belfield chimes in. Can't Be Touched by Roy Jones Jr. is a great hype song. I don't think I've heard that one. Let's go out 844-770-3776 to Andy from McFarland. What should the Badgers intro song be?
I would go with Lose Yourself by Eminem.
That's a good one.
Starts out, gets going, gets loud, could definitely get that rocked up for the students, play into the 1-0 every week. You got one chance, and here it is.
I like that. I like that one, Andy. And what would you suggest if, let's say, someone famous came to Madison and you wanted to showcase the city? What would you suggest they do and say, this is the best part of Madison?
I would say the old-fashioned for cheese curds, a walleye sandwich, and one of the thousands of Wisconsin beers.
There you go. We're partial to Coors Light here, Andy, but thank you.
Coors Light.
Yeah,
Line of Googles, Wisconsin beer.
Yep. And also you can have yourself a Dance and Goat. A little old-fashioned with Dance and Goat in there, too. So we love that one, Andy. Thank you for chiming in. 844-770-3776. We are asking you, what would you suggest people do in Madison? If the famous person came to Madison, you say, one thing you got to do, here's where you got to go, show these folks some love. This is the best time in Madison. You can give that. And you also can tell us what should be the intro song for the Badgers to get the student section showed up and get everyone hyped for the game, including the players. I had one, Dr. Feelgood by Motley Crue. Is that one that's got kind of a build to it, and it's got that boom, and it's old, so everyone kind of knows it. But
Right.
it's not Lose Yourself is good because you also, from Will and Madison, that one's really good because you also could have, people could wear, didn't he wear, the A shirt, the undershirt, so you could have people, show up and wear the white or, kind of have that look so you could almost white it out, too.
So if it was cleaned
And then everyone
up,
has to bleach their hair like Eminem, too. No.
yeah. So if it was cleaned up a little bit, one of my all-time favorite pump songs on, my warm-up playlist for curling and stuff is a mashup between Along the Watchtower and Jimi Hendrix. You start out with that powerful riff, and then it's 99 Problems by Jay-Z rapping over it, and it's amazing because you get the beat and the bass from Jay-Z's song, but you got the old-school guitar riffs that the olds can get into. So I think that would be a nice happy medium.
I think
that'd be pretty good. I'll play it for you in the break. We'll see. Obviously, I don't know if they'd be clean enough.
I know that song. We can't play it, but I know that song. I know that. Look, they have an in-house DJ. The DJ should be able to put that together.
Clean that up, but I think that could get going.
Let's get out to Ken from Cottage Grove for an intro song and a recommendation for famous people in Madison. Ken, what do you got for us?
Well, I think AC/DC Thunderstruck would kind of play along the lines of, I love that Metallica hype song, so that would be a good hype song, I think.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I love that one.
AC/DC gets going.
It does. I mean, you can name a lot of those. And what's your recommendation for, let's say, someone famous is in Madison? What do you say you got to do? You're going to love it. This is the best part of Madison.
I think any of the downtown restaurants, there's so many good chefs and so many good restaurants. I'd go on a restaurant tour of the downtown Madison area.
Ken, I love that. Restaurant tour of Madison, downtown Madison area. Great choice. Let's get out to Chris from Partyville, 844-770-3776. What do you got for us as far as an intro song and then also a recommendation for someone in Madison?
Hey, guys, I got Limp Bizkit Break Stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. And then
well, Chris, actually, on the way in, I was thinking Limp Bizkit Faith came to mind because it's got that kind of slow, everyone could sing to it, and then it goes, boom, you got to have faith. But Limp Bizkit, I think, is a good group, much like AC/DC. And then what's your recommendation?
I'd hit a local fish fry for some bluegill and a nice Corbel and Coke.
Hey, love it. All right, 844-770-3776. And here's what I would say with like Limp Bizkit, it'd be a nice tie back because the lead singer, or not the lead singer, but the DJ from Limp Bizkit, one of the members, was in House of Pain.
So okay. I was like, where are we going with this?
So you could pull it
Be
like
curious. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could pull it to Limp Bizkit and tie like you have a through thread.
It was like, what is it? Connections to Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. That's kind of what that connection was for.
But I mean, this is a direct.
I like it though. I like it.
Whoa! This is a direct connect. The DJ for House of Pain is now the DJ
to Camp Randall.
No,
That's
it's
what
like
you
100% direct.
3 degrees. It's 1 degree.
It goes Camp Randall, and then it goes to House of Pain, and then it goes to the DJ, and then it goes to Limp Bizkit.
But it's the same. It's 1 degree. DJ from one group, now DJ of the new group, same group.
I would say House of Pain is directly tied to Camp Randall, so it's not a separate. It's not another degree. Those are intertwined.
Oh, okay, and then it jumps, but it jumps to another. Yeah, okay.
Like we should have Kendall Jenner just sit down with Matt Hamilton and just like talk about degrees of separation. Maybe they're connected somewhere.
We would
down
both
the line.
get dumber. I don't think that would be good.
We also play. We'll play 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Yeah. Give us a movie, and we'll see if we can string it together within. What's that?
To Camp Randall.
No, to Kevin Bacon. Let's just play the game. Let's see if we can do it. Or 6 degrees of House of Pain. We can play that. Give us 6 degrees of House of Pain. Let's see if we can string it together.
I'm gonna be terrible.
Everyone can go be a winner over at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. 1,300 machines available to play. $106 million in jackpots so far this year. Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Nearly $11 million in jackpots in September alone. And at the end of this month, they have Graveyard Grabs. Saturday, October 28th from 5 to 9. 27 winners will have a chance to get some money between $200 in rewards play, $500 cash, and $1,000 cash, all at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. Miss any of the show? Find full show podcasts free on Wisconsin On Demand and wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, Team Pella, listen up.
Thanks, John Kuhn. Customers love our products with limited lifetime warranties. Check out these big plays. Incredible innovations like blinds and shades between the glass.
No interference on that play, Coach.
And stylish windows with hidden screens that make game days a breeze.
Can it get any better?
It can. With monthly payments as low as $19 per window, $75 per patio door, and a free quote at PellaWI.com.
Let's go.
6.99 APR for 120 months. Service restrictions apply. See showroom for details. Offers on 10/31/2023.
Braylon Allen here. When I'm running, tackling, and scoring touchdowns, I'll give you one guess what I'm wearing underneath my jersey and pads. That's right. Iron Jock Performance Gear is with me for every yard, every sprint, and every lift in the weight room. This is by far the best athletic apparel I've ever worn. Join me with Iron Jock Nation and get yours at ironjock.com. That's ironjoc.com.
Brian Bainan is the owner of Midwest Rock Tops. They have network printers covered by the James Imaging Systems Managed Print Services program.
They manage the volumes and the levels of the supplies, and they're here when we need them.
Managed Print Services from James Imaging Systems. It simplifies and lowers the cost of your office printing.
It was actually an eye-opener for me, just on the cost savings and the technology that's out there.
James Managed Print Services, proactive toner supply management, local service, and predictable printing costs.
So it made things a lot more manageable, from supplies down to making us aware of what we're actually printing.
That must make things a little bit easier around the office too, right, Brian?
Very much so. Eliminates my headaches.
Your network printing giving you a headache? Switch to Managed Print Services from James Imaging Systems. Call 608-221-3457 or visit jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Hey everyone, Molly Brown here from ESPN Madison. For the best Southwestern food and margaritas in the Madison area, it's always Pasquale's Cantina for me. Whether I'm enjoying my favorite taco salad, their awesome chips and guac, or one of their famous burritos, Pasquale's is the best for authentic Southwestern fare. Plus, they have one of the largest tequila selections around. Visit one of their locations in Verona or Middleton today, or check out their menu and order online at Pasquale'sCantina.com.
Bringing the flavors of the Southwest to the Midwest. Pasquale's Cantina.
Life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance, because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. All so you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Matt Hamilton here to tell you about my friends at Revive Restoration. Nobody plans for accidents to happen, but when they do, you can count on Revive to be professional, efficient, and detail-oriented as they make things right again. Revive Restoration.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
You can see all Camp Randall jumping up and down to this one. This is definitely one I think could be in the mix. 844-770-3776. What music should the Badgers come out to? And it's not for the players. Like, that's important. But what we're really looking for is to get the fans, the student section in particular, to show up and feel like they got to be a part of it. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. He's Matt Hamilton. I'm Jim Rutledge. We're live from the Everlight Solar Studio. We got Primetime Wollersheim behind the glass. Before we get to you, Matt, Primetime, what's your suggestion?
I was actually thinking of a different Motley Crue song. I thought Kickstart My Heart would be a great one to run out to.
So I like that one. It is so tied to gentlemen's clubs in my mind. I think there was a gentlemen's club here in Madison.
You've been to a lot of them?
Yeah, I was about to say. How many?
In the 80s.
In the 80s. Oh, yeah. What another, like, Florida Jam.
When I was
Statute of Limitations.
Yeah, when I was 0 to 10. No, I think there was a gentleman's club in Madison. Well, that's when my age in the 80s. So the gentleman's club in Madison, or one of them, I think they had that as like the open or like their commercial.
That was their entrance song.
I'm the commercial. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So like that's why it triggers it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Kickstart My Heart with a Viagra pill or something like that.
Whoa!
Hey, that's what gentleman clubs are for, right? Look, Jim might have been 0 to 10, but the clientele at that gentleman's club was definitely older.
I did not know that
Kickstart, that's what I
gentlemen's
think of.
clubs were also the old school four hymns.
Yes, synonymous with Viagra.
Back in my day, I didn't have to take a pill. I fired up some Motley Crue and went to Outer Limits. Like,
Shout out to Outer Limits.
I said that one because I think that one's defunct. But like,
Who knows? Visions. That was
Like,
super
yeah.
gone.
so, I love how this is how Ryan thinks the world worked. That like before blue pills, guys just went. That's why gentlemen's clubs existed. Was just like then they would go home.
Yeah, exactly. It was just like back when they would like leech you to try and get rid of a sickness. They would just play Motley Crue.
And their significant others were okay with this.
Well, I mean, it was the 80s.
Oh my God. Oh, this show.
Were you born in 1999?
Exactly, 1999. Yes. August.
This is
Oh my
tracks
God.
so hard.
This. I'm sorry for anyone
Why
my
would anyone
age.
go there when they have the internet?
Oh man.
Ryan.
Hey.
Ryan's like, it's AI all the way for me.
We talking about practice.
Practice, is that what it is at the gentleman's
What did you
club?
say? You said AI.
Oh my God. All right.
Beautiful.
I need to just reset here
Yes.
for a second. 844-770-3776. Chime in with what song you think the Badgers should come out to get people to be amped up and ready for it. And if you have a suggestion for if a famous person came to Madison, what would they do? You can get into the show, 844-770-3776.
I feel like we're picking a lot of songs that would get us amped up to go. Because remember, we're the ones who want the students to show up. So what, like, are the students going to be receptive of AC/DC or...
If you pick the right song, yeah. If
Okay,
you pick
I'm
the,
not saying they don't know the music, but like...
I think if you pick like the right 90s song, I think it has to be in the 90s, especially for like, I mean, the Badgers, like that's when
I
they
think
really
the
rose
90s
to
is a
prominence
good
too.
sweet
Like
spot
that's
right
when
now.
Barry Alvarez got there. That's kind of like the historic period or like the kickstart of the Badgers run that they're on right now. So I feel like it has to be attached to that decade.
Well, I like that idea.
I'm dedicated.
844-770-3776 is how you get into the show.
It's how you keep
Ryan,
everyone happy.
Whoever was calling in, Ryan will pick up the phone next time.
Well, he immediately hung up.
No, it was ringing for a while. I kept on pointing to you like,
Well, I was laughing
Stop
pretty-
looking at Matt
I
Hamilton
was-
and answer the phone. JJ, I'm just messing with you. JJ and Poinette chimes in. The problem is that songs the students would be most hip to probably can't be played. That's fair, but I do think, Rip and Rona with a good one. I don't know if it takes too long to build, but In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. Because here's what you have going for you. Everyone hates TikTok and gets all in their feelings about it, or like social media. But like those songs, like there's songs that are older that are brought back because of that.
Oh, yeah.
And so In the Air Tonight,
Like, I'm not
right
saying-
now there's a video, it's really funny online, of Dabo Swinney, the former Clemson coach, now politician, falling downstairs on an airplane, and it plays the do-do-do-do-do-do-do as he
the
falls
drum
down the
beat,
stairs.
yeah.
So like everyone knows it from that. And like they'll know it from a million, like that's been in there a bunch. There's a lot of blind reacts on TikTok of younger folks hearing these songs and they're like, "Oh my God, this song's amazing!"
Right, but all those are with videos that give it like a little more context. I think if you're just playing the music,
But you'll know it. That's my point.
Yeah.
Like they'll have known it. I think In the Air Tonight has been around long enough that like
Yeah.
it's in the like it's just in.
I'm not saying it's not a good. I love the build up for it, and that little drum solo is iconic.
Matt in the greenhouse chimes in with Sandstorm, which should be something else. That'd be a vibe. I'll tell you what. Can you
Yeah.
fire up Sandstorm?
I can do it.
You just want to do it yourself?
No.
Fire! Do it! Do it now!
I don't know how the song goes.
What do you mean you don't know how the song goes?
I'm getting it confused with Enter Sandman now. That's the only Sand song I know.
Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
Well, you got it. Go.
No, that's all
Freestyle.
I need someone else to chime in. I can't do both. There's two parts.
I just said I don't know what it. I'm not familiar.
All right, you get it playing here while I'm going to give out our phone number.
There we
and,
go.
We're going to do it to caller number 18. Caller number 18 is going to win a bottle of Barman Bourbon. It is a bourbon from Coors Light. So the folks at Coors Light are giving away a bottle of Barman Bourbon. 844-770-3776. Caller number 18 will win a bottle of Barman Bourbon from Coors Light. It is their bourbon. It is a blend, and it's delicious. You can give it a try. 844-770-3776. Caller number 18. 844-770-3776. Caller number 18 wins that bottle. Here you go, Matt. Come on. I can see Camp Randall doing this.
No.
Like, it's built like, crank it, Ryan, crank it. Like, this is like the whole stadium jumping up and down, and then it gets goes out, boom, and then the whole stadium goes. I feel like it's already a thing. I honestly think that's already a thing in the stadium. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. The mountains are blue, and we can prove it. Follow the show on Twitter at Jim and Matt. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starry on Bank, with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starry on Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience by going to starryonbank.com. Member FDIC. The nationally top-ranked Wisconsin volleyball team is rolling. The Badgers have won 21 straight sets and have yet to drop a set in Big Ten play. The team is 15-0 overall and 6-0 in conference play and prepares for a 2-match homestand this weekend. Friday night, the Badgers will host Rutgers, and Sunday play host to Maryland. Recapping last week, middle blocker CeCe Crawford was named the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week thanks to 12 blocks and 2 3-set wins over Iowa and Illinois.
Badger Minutes on ESPN Wisconsin are brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule an appointment online today at PellaWI.com.
Klein Tools are new at Lowe's, pros. Lowe's knows you want top brands and quality products, and Klein Tools delivers. Right now, get the Klein 3-piece ModBox mobile workstation for $319.94 and the Klein 5-piece cushion grip screwdriver set for just $34.97, both exclusively at Lowe's. Shop the largest selection of Klein tools, the highest quality tool brand at Lowe's. Because Lowe's knows tools, Lowe's knows pros.
Loki has returned in an all-new season on Disney+.
Reunited. That's right.
The countdown is over.
I've been waiting.
Don't miss the return of Marvel's most watched Disney Plus show.
Loki. A little over the top, don't you think? I thought it was spot on.
His time is running out.
You better run!
Marvel Studios' Loki Season 2. New episodes now streaming only on Disney Plus.
Celebrate this October with Barman 1873 Bourbon, produced by Coors Whiskey Company. Barman 1873 throws it back to the year Coors began brewing beer in Golden, Colorado. It's an expertly crafted bottle containing bold yet smooth blends of aged straight bourbons with a deep brassy amber sold at 46% alcohol by volume. This bourbon is sure to satisfy your taste buds. The Throw It Back Thursday feature of the month. Barman 1873 Bourbon. Enjoy responsibly.
Listen to Rutledge and Hamilton every Thursday this month at 4:45 for your chance to win a bottle of Barman 1873 bourbon. Jim Rutledge here. I love sipping on bourbon produced by Coors. Barman. It's got a savory taste with notes of caramel and vanilla. And I want to share some of it with you. Tune in to Rutledge and Hamilton every Thursday for your chance to win. This month, it's a bottle of Barman. Rutledge and Hamilton every Thursday.
ESPN Madison is on Wisconsin sports. Catch up on anything you missed on the Varsity Podcast on Wisconsin On Demand. Brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of Wisconsin Badger Athletics. If you're looking to purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Honda, shop local, part of the Madison community since 1973.
Throw It Back Thursday on Rutledge and Hamilton is brought to you by Barman 1873 Bourbon, inspired by the legacy of Coors Whiskey Company and produced in Golden, Colorado.
This is a good one. It's a good banger. Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. He's Matt Hamilton. I am Jim Rutledge. Mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
Everyone's been crushing their calls with suggestions for if someone famous was at Madison. What would you suggest they do? Also, you can chime in on the kind of the warm-up music, the entrance music for Wisconsin Badgers. We want something that gets the fans to show up. 844-770-3776. On that, Matt, what's your thoughts on, I'll share mine first and you can hop in, and you can hop in as well, 844-770-3776. But what are your thoughts on the students not showing up? Because here's the thing. Like, I understand Wisconsin, Madison, great party school. But, like, Vodtech, great party school.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been in Miami, party school. They tailgate out there. They show, so the not showing up is unique to Madison. There are plenty of great LSU. You're telling me LSU doesn't party. Georgia is always in the mix. It's one of the best party schools in the country. So, to me, I'm not buying the excuse that Wisconsin goes harder because they don't always win. There are I would say every other top 10 school, when they do like the party schools, fill their stadium before the stadium starts. I would buy more that it is difficult to get in because they don't have the best system to get these kids in, so they try to get in a little bit. They try to push it to the time. But also not serving alcohol, which now a lot of stadiums do serve beer to obviously over 21. But there's a good chunk of the student section is over 21 that could come in, and maybe they'd want to be in earlier. So
right.
I'm not buying that anymore because everyone else in the top 10 fills up. And some of those win top party schools. And it's usually the same top 10. So, like, all the party schools get their students to show up. And I'm not here to shame them. So I'm saying, what can we do, and what are your thoughts on, like, the students not showing up? And it's not about shaming. I just want to know, like, how do we change the culture of not showing up? 844-770-3776 without shaming.
You know, and this is just maybe my feeling. So when I lived right downtown, that was the year Russell Wilson was quarterback in the Badgers.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't miss the first 2 minutes of the game because Badgers probably scored by then. And you missed something. So I know it's one of those kind of like chicken or the egg things. If the crowd's raucous, it gets the players going and they can go out, start hot. But the last couple of years, the Badgers haven't been necessarily like world beaters. It's fun to go to a game, but like part of it, maybe the tailgate was more fun than the actual game, right? But back when Russell was running it up and the Badgers were making Rose Bowls all the time, that was more fun to go to a winning Badger game. The tailgate was the cherry. So right now, I think if the Badgers really we do great the rest of the season. Let's say we win out, except maybe the Ohio State game, but we keep it close, right? And then go into next year with a lot of big momentum, maybe a bowl win. I think you'll see more excitement behind this Badgers team, especially if we're getting fast starts. No one's going to want to miss a down because that 1st and 10 from the 25 at the start of the game might be busted by Braylon Allen for 75 yards.
I think the opponents could help. And JJ Poinette asked, is there a difference between 11 o'clock and a later game? I mean, it's better for a later game, but 11 o'clock, they're still up. Like, students are up. He mentioned as an undergrad, it's an early time. Yeah, but, like, if you're an undergrad and you're in college,
you're trying to make that game.
But also, like, you're out till, like, 2, 3 a.m. on a Friday. You're up. If the Badgers are playing, 9 at the latest, up drinking and getting after it again. Because you're not old like I am and like Matt Hamilton is, and like trying to be up.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I would love to see. And Matt, I know you party more than I do, but like if you had a late Friday night and you had to be up at like 8 a.m. to get partying again, and what your Sunday would look like.
I'm a legend, Jim. Zero issues, and I would be a rock star on Monday. I'd probably even get a little Packers hair of the dog going on Sunday. I could do it. I've still got it, Jim. I'm a young man.
I kind of want to
have a course.
I kind of want to have Matt do like video.
He's like encouraging me to get wasted this weekend, people.
Responsibly.
Only for Coors Light.
Look, if your wife Jen is willing to like babysit you and video you for this, because I think she'll be honest with it. Like she'll share the real video, and like if she's willing to make sure you're safe and you're she's a doctor, so like monitor Matt Hamilton, make sure you don't die on us, because that's my concern.
Yeah. There's been plenty of people who have died in those stands.
Old man Hamilton here might not be able to make it.
I think you're underestimating me.
I think you're overestimating yourself. And now for the record, I'm saying I got no shot. Like, it ain't happening. Like, that is not something I can do.
I could still hang
anymore
with today's youth
at all. Old Matt Hamilton. Mike from Sauk Prairie chimes in with a song, or Sauk City, excuse me. Cowboys from Hell by Pantera. I don't know that song, but I know Pantera. It does slap, so like they definitely bring it. And Rip and Rona chimes in. I took my son to his first game on Saturday for his birthday. Happy birthday, Bo. And it's been a minute since I've been to a game. But when I was in school, they did not make the students walk in single file. It seemed to take forever, even the ones who arrived early-ish. Rip and Rona, that's what I was. I've heard that a few times, so that definitely doesn't help anything. I was at that same game. I would say I've made almost every single game for the last 15 years outside of a handful at Camp Randall. It's not significantly better or worse over the, maybe it's a little bit better. So that's a little bit part of it. Maybe there's like 4 or 5 more rows that would have been filled, and they can clean that up. But also, I get it, because there's also like a trickle-down effect of like if it is a pain in the butt to get in, then you just show up later because you don't want to deal with it, and there's less people waiting there. But let's get out to Todd from Dane. He's got an intro song for us. Todd, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good. And yourself?
Fantastic. What's your suggestion for us?
How about the beginning of AC/DC, Hell's Bells Hells?
I like that one.
Hells, bells, hells. I love that one.
Yeah, Todd, appreciate that. And do you have a suggestion if someone came to Madison and you said, like, this is the best part of Madison, what would you tell them to do?
There's so much to do in Madison. They could do almost anything and have a good time.
I agree with that one. That's a good answer there, Todd. 844, thanks, Todd. 844-770-3776. You want to continue to chime in with the song. And also thoughts on, like, I'm not here for the shaming. Like, it's on us. It's on Badger fans. It's on the university. It's on the team. Like, Chris Orr was saying that apparently way back in the day, I think this was pre-Barry, that at one point he heard that the players kind of made
down the stands.
Yeah, like made their way through the stands a little bit, and I think Auburn does. Like, you could. There is like an area that the players could kind of come through that the fans could kind of be around. In my head, I'm picturing it kind of like outside the McLean Center. There's those arches right there. You could have the players kind of come through there.
Well, they do already come through there, but that's like 2-3 hours prior.
No, I mean like right before. Right
before?
Because that'll get the students like following in. Like that'll just like build some more excitement.
That's kind of what like Clemson does too.
Yes,
when they do
that's
the
what
run
I'm
down
saying.
the hill. They come in on a bus.
Yeah, so like I just want more of that closer to kickoff, and because like that far out, then the kids just go back and party. So it must have to be right before, but even an hour before, then you incentivize them to get in with a cool.
Well, what if you did something on the field? Like, what if, how they could have like a big blow-up helmet, you have some like smoke or pyrotechnics go off and like make it a little bit of a show itself. Like
a laser show?
Yeah, well, maybe not a laser show, but,
give everyone gummies and fire up a laser show. I like that.
You know what I mean?
Pizzazz.
Yeah,
I'm not old.
Go to a Golden Knights hockey game. How they come out on the ice is amazing.
No, I love
That's how you got to do it.
No, look, you don't have to go to a Golden Knights hockey game. You go to the Bucks game, Pfizer Forum.
Yeah.
That's a party the whole time.
Yeah, get it. I think if you get some other things going on, in addition to just a song.
I agree, but like I just love how you're like, I'm not old. Give him some pizzazz.
Here's the thing. I am a visual guy. Like, music's not going to cut it for me. You're going to have to. I need more stimulation.
I'm not disagreeing with stimulation. I'm laughing at the word pizzazz.
Pizzazz?
What is it? What is it in the movie Office Space? What all the people are wearing? Flair. Yeah, it's like
flair.
That's what Matt Hamilton needs. He needs more flair. Pizzazz.
And I'm good with the pizzazz, but pizzazz is an old guy word. That's what's funny to me. The idea of pizzazz, I get it. Like, that could be part of it, too. I was only half kidding with laser, whatever. Like I said, I was at the Luke Bryan concert. My favorite part was the laser show. I was like, this is kind of fun. Like, lasers shooting everywhere, all the songs playing. I'm like, I don't know any of the words of the songs, but I like the lasers.
Yeah.
Dan Andrews, friend of the show, chimes in with anything from Green Day. Green Day can bring it. What about, I'm trying, Brain Stew? It doesn't have the kind of build-up, but isn't that their song where it's like, dun it. Like, that one, I don't think it has, like, enough of a build-up to it, though.
Yeah. We could come up with something.
JJ in Poinette chimes in. Of course, my perspective is a little different. Freshman year was 1993. It was our first Rose Bowl. Student section was oversold by 50% with punch cards. So it was full for every game at kickoff until the Crush game, just because of the numbers. It eventually got increased to 150% because everyone still had punch left by the Michigan game. So there was a time that they were filling. And so I just want to get back to that. And I'm not going to sit here and, again, I don't want to sit here and shame. Because this is about, we are the adults in the room.
What does a student ticket cost? Like, what is it?
They're sold out. I mean, they're
sold out, but
they sold the season ticket packages. You pay, it's like about $130 prior to the season. Though they sell out fairly quickly. So you have to, get in a queue online. That that whole process of buying the season tickets is almost as bad, if not worse, than actually getting in on game day.
Right. Interesting.
844-770-3776. We're going to have crosstalk with Great Dane Huddle coming up a little bit later. Derek Engler, former Badger, obviously on some of those teams that people were talking about filling up stands. He wants to talk about this during crosstalk.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I think Derek, he's not a get off my lawn guy. He's going to be in on this.
Okay.
Ages Matt Hamilton.
I think he's gonna blame the student section.
Anyone over? I think I'm lucky. I'm in the line here at 43 because I think the line of demarcation for Matt Hamilton is 40. Over 40,
10
you're
years
old.
older than me. Just made the cut, Jim. You're 9 years older.
So it's a sliding scale. No matter what, 10 years older than you.
Older
Okay.
than
the
me
rest
is
of his
old.
life.
Woo! Just made it primetime Wollersheim. Meanwhile, he's sitting back there and he's like, these two old.
I mean, no, he's a
cranky bastards.
Infinitely a baby.
So wait, do we actually have a 10-year separation between all three of us?
No, it's 9, 10.
No, because I'm 24. You're how?
34,
34?
and he's
all right.
43.
It's about damn close though.
Yeah. So you're always going to be too young. You won't get it.
Span the decades though.
And
Look at
Jim
us.
is almost too old to understand. So close. There's times where I'm like, Jim, you're an old. And then there's times I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. You've got it.
Jazz hands Matt Hamilton over here.
Yeah, come on.
Eric in Green Bay chimes in with White Stripes, Seven Nation Army.
Yeah.
Blur,
Oh,
Song 2, and Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock with It Takes Two. So that's how they do it in the thing there, Ryan.
Okay,
Do you guys know
yeah.
that song?
DJ Easy Rock. Sorry,
Yeah.
what was the name of the song
DJ
again?
Easy Rock. Rob Bass, It Takes Two. No, you don't know that? I don't like you. I just don't.
He's so young,
I
dude.
don't
He's
like
so
him.
young.
And we had Chris from Manitowoc Waters chime in with Enter Sandman by Metallica. That was the start of the whole thing. That's already used.
Full circle.
That was used by Virginia Tech.
Here's the
I
thing.
love it.
We
I need
know
it to
it's a
happen
good
here.
one. That is confirmed a good lockout song.
And here's Dave from Deerfield chimes in. The players used to follow Bucky Wagon straight out of the north onto the field years ago. Savannah at Alabama basically torched students for not showing up a few years ago. Van Morrison, Brown Eyed Girl, would be a great first quarter to play to get people get people going and get them wanting to be a part of it too. I guess it doesn't have to be the entry song. It could be a song you play very early in the first quarter to make sure those fans feel like they're there. Because gear ain't working. Nothing they're doing is working. We're just trying to help out Camp Randall and the Badgers because we all love the Badgers. 844-770-3776 is how you get into the show. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
It's Chevy truck season, and with a Chevy Silverado, there's no such thing as an uphill battle. With a Chevy Silverado, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. Because with impressive towing capability, an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen, and the choice of powerful engines to pick from, whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado with the capability you need. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Hey, this is Eric Name of The Athletic. You're listening to Madison's home of the Bucks, 100.5 ESPN, WTLX Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center update brought to you by ESPN Wisconsin College Game Day, presented by Coors Light. Join host Colin Russo, Brad Nortman, Chris Oren, Adam Ertz, shows before and immediately after every Wisconsin football game this season on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand. And you want to especially make sure to tune in this weekend as it is Iowa week here in Madison. Badgers taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes at Camp Randall at 3 p.m. this Saturday. ESPN Wisconsin College Game Day's pregame coverage will begin at 1 p.m. live from Regent Street. Make sure to tune in for host Colin Russo, Adam Ertz, and Mr. Irrelevant himself, Alex Strope, this week, breaking down everything you need to know ahead of that 3 p.m. kickoff. Now, the Packers are on bye this week, however. They'll look to get back to 500 when they take on the Denver Broncos on Sunday, October 22nd. Though the Pack could be in on one of the Broncos' current disgruntled wide receivers. ESPN.com's Bill Barnwell has an article saying the Packers might consider trading for wide receiver Jerry Jeudy from the Broncos. Make sure to head over to ESPNWisconsin.com to read more on everything green and gold this offseason. And the second hour of Rutledge and Hamilton starts right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or MetroKiaofMadison.com.
You got to chill.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
This is Rutledge and Hamilton with Jim Rutledge and Matt Hamilton.
People like me.
That's some booty, Jim.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN.
Everyone is so mean to me.
I am Jim Rutledge.
There is not.
Everyone is so mean to me.
I am Jim Rutledge.
There is not a lot of things more satisfying than watching
the Hakai, thick, burly clan nestled in the prairie, await the Bajer, also thick and burly.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio with Matt Hamilton, here's Jim Rutledge.
People are hot on the idea of what to do to get the students to show up. I like this conversation because it is an old man, get off my lawn conversation of like, you students show up because like it's just the greatest.
It's a privilege to watch the Badgers.
You got it. Look, man, the Badgers know this. They're in marketing. The Packers get people to show up. Pfizer Forums shows up. Badger basketball needs a little oomph too. We get to them during basketball season to get those fans showing up. But there is something to getting these fans to show up. And Matt and I want to be proactive about it. We want solutions, and I think the biggest solution we have is making it a cool place for the kids to go. 844-770-3776. And we'll continue to take your suggestions here. Rip and Rona chimes in, and this is interesting, and this is Rutledge and Hamilton. He's Hamilton, I'm Rutledge. Primetime Watershine Behind the Glass. We're brought to you by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
And Rip and Rona says, awful strategy alert. You could have more police write tickets for all the underage drinking. Kidding, that's a terrible idea. There is something. So I was at the game with a friend of the show, Chalmers Jewelers. If you're in the market for custom, whether it's you want jewelry fixed, you've obviously had you've sent people there. You've gone there yourself. Your gold medal was fixed there, so they have great jewelers to fix jewelry. You also can go there for engagement rings, go there for gifts, push gifts, I screwed up gifts. Just like you can have a few like in a drawer, like ready to go. Like you screw up, Scott can make them for you. Get yourself an awesome watch, whatever it is. They have it over at Chalmers Jewelers. They are custom, and they do custom the best in Madison. And I was with Scott and Ruth Chalmers, along with Garrett Chalmers there, and we were looking across, and Ruth pointed out, and Scott did too, there's so many police officers. And I understand safety, but it was a preponderance of police officers because they all wear like the yellow vest. And I'm not saying that we should allow kids to get drunk and get crazy there.
Like a bunch of animals has like a different name. Is a group of police officers something? Like a gaggle of police officers?
Baker's dozen is what I call it.
Okay.
All due respect. But it was just too good with like that, especially with House of Pain. They have a song about donuts and cops and everything. So I wanted to do that one. So Baker's dozen is what we'll call that. So there was a Baker's dozen of police officers out at Camp Randall, and it could be too much. And I'm not saying let them get hammered. I'm not saying the police shouldn't be there, but like it is intimidating. Like to your idea of like an animal, like the packs, it could scare away even of age drunk people to be like, there's so many police officers around. I don't want to be there. Not as fun of time when I feel like I'm monitored. So
I mean, everybody gets on edge a little bit more when they're around the police, right? That's just a thing.
Yeah. I was there with my daughter, and we went to go get hot dogs or something.
Rosie, be cool, be cool.
I was like,
look straight. Don't look at the cop in the eye. They'll know something's up.
And we were kind of near we had seats pretty close, but when you come up, we're not that far from the student section, so we kind of went to the right a little bit to go get the hot dogs and everything because that was like the most empty place to get it. But then Build Me Up Buttercup came on, and this is Rosie's first game, so I was like, I want to get out there and but like the police officers were standing in like the entryway back into the stadium, and I was like, can we go up here? Like, like I was even like, I hadn't drank anything, but I was still like, am I allowed to even like walk out here? Am I going to get arrested? Like, because there was so many, there was like 3 police officers standing right as the entrance back into the Camp Randall Bowl. Like it was like she was, uneasy. I'm not saying they shouldn't be there, but there's a lot in one congested area. There could be a little bit with that as well. Nick in Madison chimes in, maybe a $10 food and beverage voucher. And you get that 20 minutes before the game. You have to show up. And after 20 minutes before the game, you don't get it. But if you show up before 20 minutes before the game, you can do that as well. John Larson chimes in. When they start selling beer at the game, people will show up earlier. That is
factual.
That is a good one. Chris Manitowash Waters chimes in with his new entry, which is Man in the Box by Alice in Chains. I don't know that song. I do know Alice in Chains, so I can at least get the vibe of it.
Yeah, Alice Cooper gets down.
Wait, that's not Alice in Chains. Is not Alice Cooper, is it?
I thought Alice Cooper was. Oh man,
Am I wrong?
No, he's the Poison. Like he's Wayne's World. Like he's like that girl is poison, and he wears like a big hat.
Yeah,
But Alice in Chains, I think, is a different group.
I think so.
Now you're second guessing myself. I think you're right.
Once again, too young for this conversation.
Yes, you are.
Do you know who either of these two are?
I do know Alice Cooper. He's in a couple commercials. I've seen.
Yeah,
on
there's
TV.
no.
Oh my God,
there's
Matt.
no Alice Cooper in this.
Did you hear his answer to who Alice Cooper is? I've seen him in commercials. Alice Cooper was like...
I knew he was a rock star, but I mostly know Alice Cooper for, like, listening to the radio.
But
and
I knew
having his own, like, show.
And I knew him from, he had, like, an MTV show, but he was also in Wayne's World. Like, he had a cameo in Wayne's World. He's the Milwaukee guy.
Oh, yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He has all the face paint. He's not a Kiss. No, he's different from Kiss, right?
Oh, my, yes. I don't even like Kiss. I don't know really much of their music, but, like, yes, he's different.
Okay.
But he'd be closer to, like, Ozzy Osbourne, I would say.
Yeah, that's
like
okay.
that. Like
Alice in Chains is like
not,
grunge.
Yeah, not gothic.
That was not even close.
Right? No, you were not.
I was
close.
like 2 decades
you were
apart. Holy cow.
incredibly off. And you said it with such confidence.
Well, I don't know
impressed.
why I thought that was like a thing. I'm so sorry. That brain connection, that like synapses that just happened in my head, I am severing
Derek
that tie
Engler
right now.
chimed in with, "What the hell?"
I am
And
so sorry, Derek
I don't know
Engler.
if that's about Wallersheim knowing
No,
Alice
it's
Cooper
got to
from
be this. It's
commercials.
got to be me thinking a grunge band had a 75-year-old singer.
Ryan Madison chimes in. Yeah, I think the grunge was the actual like movement against Alice Cooper.
Right, exactly was.
But
wow.
Ryan Madison chimes in. Yeah, Alice in Chains, Alice Cooper, totally different things.
Totally different things. But what's the connection? Why could I have gotten that screwed up? The dumb. I'm sorry, everybody.
The dumb.
I am here to literally be the punching bag for y'all, and this is your shot.
It was fine. It was great. And the best part about it was just the confidence. It was like,
here's the thing. I say everything with pure confidence, whether I think I'm totally right or not. I really was just hoping maybe I could fake my way through that one.
We had to address it because it was so
off.
Yeah. That's pretty good. 844-770-3776.
I've seen 20-plus yard throws by Jordan Love closer than that. Sorry,
get into the show.
Shots. That was rude.
We are trying to stay away from the Packers today. We're talking
Sorry.
Badgers, and we are wanting you to chime in with a song, or he wants pizzazz out there too,
Yeah.
like lights and smoke.
Spirit fingers.
Yeah, spirit fingers. The whole thing. I'm good with all that. I'm fine with all that too. But we need to make Camp Randall a place to be at the start of the game, so the students are there, because everyone else shows up. We want the students there because they add to it. That's the thing. That's why I get mad at everyone's like, get off my lawn. No, we all want them there because they add to the atmosphere. It's
Right.
amazing when they're there.
I think it would be really cool. So I know they brought in a new like DJ entertainment. They need a physical DJ.
There is one there now.
Yeah, but like have them on the screen. Have them like more pronounced and obvious.
DJ
I don't
Jazzy
know.
Jeff, yeah.
Give them like a weird like Badgers helmet, but make it look like the new DJs, like DJ Deadmau5 or whatever. Like
So make him look like Marshmallow, where he's got
Yes,
the marshmallow on his head,
look
but
like-
it's Bucky
It's Bucky
Badger's
Badger's
head.
head. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Maybe like do like a
He's got cross eyes
your
instead
house
of like the
music
regular eyes.
twist up of Bucky Badger like a helmet, and then let him just like get that crowd going. He's got smoke.
So you got a mix of like Marshmallow and the guys from what's the One More Time? Isn't it like a house band? No, Daft Punk.
Yeah,
You have like a Daft Punk Marshmallow mix
I'm
there.
saying a DJ that doesn't show his head but has like some sort of like Badger helmet-esque looking thing. I think would be, but just front and center. This guy's here to get you hype. He's got energy for days, but
So Phil-
hides behind a helmet.
Phil Wanakee chimes in with this one. I love it. It's not going to get the kids to show up, but you're right. This is a badass walkout song. Matt had one similar to this. God's Going to Cut You Down by Johnny Cash. Yeah.
Ooh,
Absolutely.
that
I
was
don't know
a
if
cool
that's
song.
going to get the kids to show up because Johnny Cash is like 100 years ago now. But like, I love that song and it is badass and I love it. I think they used it for they used a different Johnny Cash song for the Logan movie. But like that song is amazing and I agree. You had one.
Yeah, the nerd in me is like Badgers need to come out in all white, like white helmets, white jerseys, white pants, and come out to the Imperial March. So like they're like stormtroopers. The Imperial March is such a
You realize
Oh,
that
I
Penn
love
State
that.
has like a fan who shows up to every whiteout game they have dressed as
That's
a
a
stormtrooper?
stormtrooper?
Yeah, I think there's another Big Ten team who's already claimed that
Like,
one.
But do they play the Imperial March? Because that is
Probably.
that will strike fear into the opponents.
Or it'll make us look like the bad guys. Literally the bad guys.
I mean,
Or the biggest nerds.
Yes.
or the biggest nerds. I love Star Wars. If Star Wars is nerdy, I'm a nerd.
Yes.
I love Star Wars.
I love Star Wars too, but it's nerdy.
Come on, it happened in a galaxy far away.
That is the definition of nerdy.
It was a long time ago.
It's sci-fi. It's pretend land. It's the coolest. It's fine. Just own it. I own it. I like Star Wars. It's what I nerd out on. It's fine. You just have to own it for a minute here. But Dan Andrews chimes in with another one. I don't know this. I know of the group. I don't know the song, really the vibe. Fall Out Boy, Light 'em Up. And he says throw fireworks in
Not
the air,
bad.
too. We're
That's
not
a good
throwing
one.
fireworks.
Light 'em
Light
up.
off fireworks, not just throw them in the
Throw
air.
them in the air.
See what happens. Tim in Oregon chimes in. When I was 7, I owned the 45 single of Schools Out. Played it over and over. That would be Schools Out for Summer by
Alice
Cooper.
Oh.
Not
Cooper.
Alice in Chains.
Yeah. Did they
Ryan
cover it?
Madison it says, that's like saying Alice Cooper is the lead singer of Alice in Chains, which is like the movie from Alice in Wonderland. So like you're like that's more like
Exactly.
Honestly,
that is the connection that happened in my brain.
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon there.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go. We finally figured it out.
Yeah, there we go.
guys.
Alice in Wonderland, Johnny Depp. I'm sure Johnny Depp was in a movie.
Johnny Depp's a rock star. He has a band.
Yeah, there you go. And they probably played together. Honestly, you could probably play 6 Degrees really easy with that one. But anyways, yeah, it's more likely that Alice Cooper would be in the movie Alice in Wonderland, like the newer ones by Tim Burton, than it would be for him to be in Alice in Chains.
There's a million other comparisons we can make. Sorry.
AC and Tosa chimes in. Matt is the Ben Brust of today's show.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
On that note, before we get to Ben Brust coming up next, you don't stink today, Matt Hamilton, which is nice.
I don't, and that's because when I was working today, I was hauling my boat around, trying to get it set up in the barn. I
love that you're describing it as like you're just like lifting it.
I literally was pushing the boat on the trailer.
I love
yes,
it. I love it.
It took like 3 people to move this big
I
pontoon. But my dad wasn't wearing Iron Jock. He smelled like a foot when he was done. I was wearing Iron Jock. I smelled great. Didn't mind getting in the car with me. That's because Iron Jock's got that silver ion technology. It's state-of-the-art, and it's guaranteed to make you feel fresh and provide odor-fighting protection for as long as you own the garment. We love Iron Jock because it's a Wisconsin-based company. You'll like it because it provides superior moisture management, better cooling, static control, stain blocking, and storm-proof water resistance. They provide the highest quality fabrics and construction designed for an active and comfortable fit. You can go to Iron Jock. That's ironjoc.com and get your Iron Jock apparel today. There's almost always something going on at Iron Jock, always good deals to be had. Check out the socks. That's my favorite, but you can get it all at ironjock.com. Iron Jock. It's what's inside that matters.
Jim, before you throw to break, I gotta mention this.
No,
Johnny
it's
Depp.
It's such a bummer. Okay, sorry.
No. What?
You do. Tim in Oregon chimed in. Alice Cooper alive. Lane Staley, original singer of Alice in Chains, dead.
Oh my gosh. No, I was actually going to mention Alice Cooper in the band Hollywood Vampires, headlined by Johnny Depp. So there's your 3 degrees of separation.
There we go.
But wait, I'm sorry. How's it tied to Kevin Bacon?
Camp Randall. I don't know, right?
Johnny Depp knows Kevin Bacon. They've hung out.
Probably.
There you go.
I'm going to tie it in the break. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. Betting with Brust coming up next.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. Miss any of the show? Find full show podcasts free on Wisconsin On Demand and wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Stacy Bruner from Bruner Realty. People have been telling me that buying a home is nothing to joke about, so instead of telling you another real estate joke, I'm going to have somebody else do it.
Jesse Nelson here. Why did the house go see its doctor? It had a window pane.
Come on, Jesse, this is no laughing matter.
Well, when it's time to get serious about buying or selling, that's when people should do what we did and work with you.
Contact us at BrunerRealtyInc.com. Bruner Realty, homes to appreciate.
Legacy Exteriors. Just pick up the phone and let us leave a legacy on your home. Roofing, windows, gutters, siding, and decks. Can Legacy do it? You bet. Better prices, better warranties. Legacy always makes it easy. Go to legacy-exteriors.com. Legacy Exteriors. Just pick up the phone. Let us leave a legacy on your home.
UW Credit Union presents the Prep Mania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every U. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Dennis Semra with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Colton Brunell from Columbus High School. Colton, welcome.
Hey.
You rushed for over 6,000 yards. What do you like about being a running back?
I like scoring touchdowns, but how I score a touchdown, it's like everybody on the team. The lineman blocking for me, the quarterback selling out his fakes, receivers blocking downfield. It's just like a team score.
You're going to be playing football next year at North
Yep,
Dakota.
North Dakota.
This seems to be a pipeline coming from the Madison area there. Jerry Kaminsky, quarterback from Sun Prairie East, of the lineman. What made that school attractive?
They've just been so nice to me. They treat me really well. The coaches are super nice. The players are even nice. They reach out. Just a good community to be around.
Hi, I'm Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock with Retirement Income Strategies. And what sets us apart is we're an independent, family-run office. We help clients like you understand the financial world and build a portfolio that's in your best interest. To learn more, go to MadisonMoneyGuy.com.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here for my friends at Kohler Services. Have you been thinking of updating your bath or shower? Well, Kohler Services is a local end-to-end bath and shower design and remodel service brought to you by Kohler, a family-owned business in Wisconsin for 150 years. Kohler is the only manufacturer offering fast, professional installation and care for life. Start enjoying your bath or shower right now with a special offer. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote and tell them that I sent you. Again, that's KohlerServicesWI.com.
Braylon Allen here for Iron Jock Performance Gear and Apparel. You know why Iron Jock says it's what's inside? It's the technology, the 4-way stretch, fit, and feel, the science that is built into the fabric. This isn't any ordinary clothing that you wear 5 times and the fabric breaks down. Iron Jock is tested and proven to kill 99.9% of the bacteria for the lifetime of the gear. It'll feel as new after 75 washes as it did the day you got it. Get yours at ironjock.com. That's ironjoc.com.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers individual and group lessons for players of all ages and skill levels. Get developed by some of the best baseball coaches in the area and utilize GRB's 52,000 square foot facility, 14 batting cages, and 6,000 square foot weight room. Visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Carbon World Health.
To midcourt. Frost has it. Lets it go.
Yeah, Ben won. You got 9.
Let's go. We are 7-point favorites at home against Illinois. 7. Go Big Dividers!
Rutledge and Hamilton continues live from the Everlight Solar studio.
Yeah, it does.
Before the break, Ben, and this was not a planted tweet, but AC and Tosa chimed in, or a planted message. Matt is the Ben Brust of today's show, and now we got 2 Ben Brusts, because Matt Hamilton thought, and I guarantee you that Ben would be on the same wavelength.
Ben, who's the lead singer of Alice in Chains?
Who?
Alice in Chains. Who's the lead singer?
He did not hear you. He doesn't know who it is.
Yeah, you don't need to repeat the question twice, ding dong.
Oh, I heard who. I thought that was repeat yourself.
And you would have...
no. Who is, I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay.
Alice Cooper is who he mistakenly connected to it, and Alice Cooper is like a heavy metal-ish singer from the 70s.
Hair rock.
Not a 90s alternative bad lead singer. So
yeah,
Matt's been swinging and missing a little bit today.
About
Ben Brust.
2 decades off.
Yeah, so a bad connection there. But, Ben, how was Vegas, and what happened? Why didn't we win?
See, we lost because that's what gambling is.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys jumping in and having fun with it. And I hope you can understand the ball goes wherever it wants.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
and guess what? It went into black 13, and guess what's next to black 13? 2 other red colors. It didn't happen to go into those. That's how it works. Trust me, I wanted to win. I was sad that we didn't win, and I couldn't pay everyone an extra $100. But that's just not the way gambling works. And if you're going to say that I'm mad, then I would say, well, then you're the dumbass who gave me money. And if you're going to be like, hey, it is what it is, then I'd be like, yeah, that's gambling.
Yeah, nobody's mad. I mean, Alex Stroh was trying to flex that he didn't do this.
I'm just saying, Jim, that I have my response for every
I got you. No. We are it was fun. I mean, we vicariously we got the sad text that Ben didn't win. But whatever.
Basically with everyone was going in, I was like, well, he's just going to choose something randomly. I can't throw in my 2 cents, right? So I was like, Ben, do whatever you do. You're either going to be really lucky or you're going to be really unlucky, and I'm going to be happy or I'm just going to be
it's
out.
not like he doubled down on 11 and we're like, what do you do? Like it's not like it was just
correct.
You just
correct. If I could go back in time, I probably would have said, hey, if you paid 100, we'll put 90 of it on like the color we choose, and if you have a number that you want to put $10 on, we can do that, and that way you had a personal sort of play on it.
If we could go back in time, I'd say do it all on 13 black.
I would too, yeah. $2,500 times 35, somebody do the math.
Yeah.
That would have been good.
That would have been fantastic.
That's like 80,000.
Yeah. We all could have taken a day off.
Retired.
We could have all been Jesse Nelson.
I'd have been done.
Yeah. Could have all just taken as many vacation days as we want.
Real quick, Jim. Quick, Jim. Speaking of Jesse Nelson, I teams message Jesse Nelson, and for those listening, you probably have some sort of internal communication like texting system, Slack, Teams, whatever it is. And I said, hey, I'm going to be in Madison on Tuesday. This was yesterday. And I wasn't expecting a quick response. I just wanted to give him a heads up. He proceeded to reply today and said, hi, I don't use Teams because I'm not around my laptop. Can you email, text, or call me in the future? It is a company-wide messaging system, and Jesse's just like, nope, email me, Teams me. By the way, if I emailed him, he probably would have took the same damn time, if not longer, to email me back. So get the freaking app on your phone, put the notifications on. You're the director of content. If the station goes out, you should be accessible in every way possible. He continues to be such a ding-dong.
Yes.
Well, we all 100% agree with you on that.
And for the future, Ben, if you need to get a hold of me, send me a text. Don't send me anything.
Matt barely knows how email works.
Because you can't even show up to your show.
Thank you. Thank you. At least Ben gets me.
Yeah.
Ben gets me.
Yes, we understand. But Ben would probably get you less if you were mad that you forgot there was a remote and came to the studio instead of the remote. That could be frustrating as a whole. But
hang on.
Yeah.
I got an idea because Wooly kind of primed me on some things you guys were talking about.
Yeah.
And it's getting students to the stadium quicker.
Yeah.
I have an idea. I was in Las Vegas for the Packers-Raiders game, and what made that experience great is you leaned in Vegas to what people were in Vegas for. They have a stage. They have performers. They do stuff in media timeouts. They play music. The halftime show is great. I'm not saying Lambeau or Camp Randall should do that. So I'm thinking to myself, what engages students? It's not pizza. It's not beer. It's what they're interested in. What if you had if you're investing, right, in all this NIL money, all this marketing around, the state. I've seen billboards now. I drive around Milwaukee and I see the recruits, Times Square, you saw it. What if there was a special student section guest, right? We saw Kendall Jenner.
Oh, yeah.
Look at all them stand out there. What if you had a personality that you could have come to the student section to make that place a party?
Yeah, every week there's a new celebrity. Because look,
it's like the guest picker for game day.
Yeah.
It's the guest student section person to drive these people who don't do things the way we've all done them over the last 30 years. We got to engage them in their ways.
I agree. You could have
That's not a bad idea.
You could have J.J. Watt. You could have famous people with ties to Wisconsin. You could have a whole big long
Correct.
list of things to do it. And I think all those people, Ben's onto something there. Because Ben, that's our whole vibe is we don't want to be the angry old columnist who's like, show up, just do it. We got to make it a party. Because Vatech and the cool places, the students show up because it's a party right from the beginning. So you got to do something to get them to show up.
Correct. Jump around's too late, maybe.
Yeah. I don't think we can move it. A lot of people said just move it up.
No. You definitely shouldn't. You just find other ways to engage them leading up to that.
Yeah, I mean, they sing the song, Build Me Up Buttercup, Sweet Caroline. They're already doing all this other stuff that they're engaged in. That, just keep it going. And
what's the hook?
You're right, exactly. And so I think there's celebrity or some sort of song that gets everyone kind of hyped together.
Correct.
Yes.
Probably not a song, but I do like the idea of investing in a first quarter, end of first quarter celebrity guest appearance that high fives the students as they walk down each aisle or something, taking pictures, like a TJ, like they're playing. But you get what I'm saying. If you can get like a cool former football player or a musician that's in town, like get them to the game.
Yeah, everyone's got a movie to promote. Get someone out there to give some high fives. Like, you had John Cena here for one. People would show up for that. Like, you could do anything. It could be a big mix of everything.
Adult film stars, Matt Hamilton.
Matt Hamilton out there. Primetime Wollersheim, are you ready to bring the heat, bring the energy?
It's not a look-ahead spot for this team. It's a bounce-back spot for this team.
Look at me. Your money. You know what else? You're a big winner tonight.
I saw some absolute snacks in the NFL.
You better lock it up.
I'm pounding the over on that.
No, you lock it up. You lock it up.
This is how I win.
What's your lock of the week?
Yes, gentlemen, what is your lock of the week this week? And we got Ben Bruss chiming in, obviously from the road today, but he, in his personal locks, is 3-0, boys. Now, Matt Hamilton, 2-1. He technically took a loss last week because Chris Orr gave him Mizzou money line versus LSU.
Yeah.
Didn't turn out so well for the Tigers against the Tigers, but Matt Hamilton 2-1 in his quote-unquote personal locks.
That's okay.
And then Jim Rutledge here, sitting at 1-2. Actually got his first win of the season last week when he had Miami -12 against the Giants. Final score of that one was 31-15. So Jim covered comfortably there for you guys.
Yep.
But all right, this week, since we have a guest on, should we have Benny Betts go first? Or
Haney's leading, so you can let him go.
All right, Ben, you first today. You are 3-0 in your picks so far. What do you got for us today?
All right, it's a weird game. It's a game that nobody's going to watch, but again, it's about winning money if it's betting. And if I got the personal 3-0 going, the only team to not lose a game against the spread is the Rams. They're 3-0-1. Another team that I think is undervalued, who's played pretty well, is the Arizona Cardinals. The Rams are -6.5 against the Arizona Cardinals. I think 6.5 points is too many for the Rams to lay. I like the Cardinals to at least cover. And, that's a game where it's would you be shocked if the Cardinals beat the Rams? I wouldn't be. They're still trying to figure out if they're any good. Stafford's not been Stafford that he was when they won the Super Bowl. So I like Arizona +6.5 against the Rams. It's ugly, it's boring, but sometimes it gets done.
I don't want to change your mind or anything, but are you aware that James Conner is on the IR?
Don't care about it.
Okay, good. I like it. I think
Connor's out for 4 games. Josh Dobbs is the quarterback. Running back don't move lines.
Sneaky good quarterback, I think. I think that's a good pick.
Show me the money!
All right, Matt, go ahead.
Yep.
There's a bunch.
Somebody tried trading the Alvin Kamara for James Conner a week ago. After Kamara just came back. People are dumb in fantasy football.
Yeah. All sorts of weird moves to be made right now. There's, like I said in the intro, there's a bunch of snacks in the NFL this week. I love the Niners over the Browns, but I don't think I'm going to take it because even though the Chiefs are, I have them at 10.5. I don't know what you have them at over the Broncos tonight. I think the Chiefs are going to win by 20 over the Broncos tonight.
So Chiefs -10.5.
Chiefs historically not a good team against the spread.
Yeah, no, I'm aware, and I definitely was watching that game where the Jets where he took the kneel down on the 3 to keep the clock going and not cover the spread by walking into the end zone. I'm aware of the Chiefs, but the Broncos look like a hot dumpster fire. I just don't trust them. Give me the Chiefs.
All right, and I am going to go. You referenced the snack a little bit earlier. Cleveland Browns are rolling out P.J. Walker, who was cut by the Bears for an undrafted free agent to be the Bears' backup quarterback. P.J. Walker stepping in for the rookie Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who obviously didn't do well. Cleveland's a dump, and San Francisco is just on a roll. 8.5. I'm not too worried about it, so I got San Francisco covering that one easy. I think that's going to be a pretty ugly football game. Cleveland. I mean, you're rolling out a guy who's been on your team maybe 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. That's not where you want to be. And how many snaps has he been getting? He was your third-string quarterback 2 weeks ago.
Here's the thing, Jim. Here's the thing. Matt's talking about snacks. I don't think fish are a snack, and that is a fishy line. That is a good Cleveland defense. That could be a very look-ahead spot for San Francisco, a yucky game. I'm not saying they lose, but I think there is some value in Cleveland, but hey, it's your lock.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I just think it's going to – I think San Francisco's humming along. The Cleveland's going to play kind of from behind, and PJ's going to turn it over a lot.
I'm with you. No Chubb, no Deshaun. It's definitely like I wouldn't put money on Cleveland, but it's a fishy line.
I do want your opinion on this, Ben. I am pretty intrigued by the Bengals over the Seahawks. Obviously, Bengals kind of having their coming out week, or at least Jamar Chase last week, and Joe Burrow putting up good numbers. Do you think that they could keep that one going over the Seattle? It's minus 2.5.
That one was intriguing to me too.
Yeah.
I really love Geno, but I think I like Cincy there. I do. I think Cincy's historically, I think I told you guys this, they started like 1-2 the last 3 years, and they've been a really good football team. I think there's some value in Cincy because maybe they're being undervalued now, even after one win.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, Ryan, you got a stumper for us?
I do got the group pick for you guys this week. And, guys, it's Iowa week. It's the Hawkeye versus the Badger. So I'm only going to ask, the over-under in this game is 34.5. It's one of the lowest you'll see in college football all season. Over-under 34.5 points this week between the Badgers and the Hawkeyes. Jim?
I'm going under. It's supposed to rain, and it's going to be cold, and I think this is an under game. If nothing else, the Badgers could shut out Iowa. Now, the Badgers might score 14, but I think Iowa's offense, they got, and I want to be respectful to Deacon Hill, but like Deacon Hill was a guy that the Badgers' previous staff was like, this was not a guy who was lost in like, oh, we're changing how we're doing our system. We don't want Deacon Hill here. No, Deacon Hill was, they were like, yeah, go. Like, it's fine. And I'm being as respectful as I can. So I don't think there's going to be a high-powered offense from Iowa this weekend.
Matt, how about you?
You know, I think the Badgers are going to they know the weather's going to be rough. They're going to go old school Badger ball. We're going to have our big, burly, thick boys up against their big, burly, thick boys, and Braylon Allen is going to run amok. I'm taking the over.
I got the under, boys. This is my type of game. I love grinding these low totals, ugly football weather, Big Ten West. This has all the makings of a 14-3, a 21-7. Give me the under all day long. I love it.
All right, Benny. Thank you for hopping on. We were incredibly late, but totally worth it.
Sounds good, boys.
All
Have
right.
fun with your last two short segments.
We got to squeeze in some crosstalk with Derek Engler as well. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. The mountains are blue, and we can prove it. Follow the show on Twitter at Jim and Matt.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Greg Scalzo for Smart Spaces. How can Smart Spaces transform your business?
The technology frustrations we hear about, hands down, ease of use. We take that complexity out of it and keep it down to the bare minimum of what they need and what they use. Our goal is to lend a level of simplicity that any knowledge level can walk into that room and at a glance know exactly how to turn that room on and utilize all of its features.
Let Smart Spaces transform your business today. Visit smartspaceswi.com.
Tired of power outages disrupting your life? Make them a thing of the past by getting a Generac home standby generator from Adams Generators. Adams Generators is the largest and #1 rated Generac dealer in Wisconsin. With 24/7 emergency support, our factory-trained technicians are standing by to assist you. Visit adamspower.com/generators to make sure your power always stays on. That's adamspower.com/generators.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Zimbrick Chevrolet.
When was the last time you had your oil changed or your tires rotated? Do you need new tires, a battery, perhaps some windshield wipers? Zimbrick Chevrolet Service Center is equipped to help you with routine maintenance, major repairs, and everything in between. Get your free battery inspection coupon and schedule an appointment today at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Don't overpay. Shop Zimbrick Chevrolet on Main Street in Sun Prairie.
Main Street, Sun Prairie, Zimbrick Chevrolet.
Buck and Honey's in Monona is hosting the new Wisconsin Huddle Show featuring star Wisconsin athletes and CBS sports anchor Zach Hanley every Monday night at 6:30. A $30 ticket includes a reserved seat, meet and greet, and a themed tailgate-style dinner spread. Wisconsin Huddle airs on WISC CBS every Friday evening. Come be a part of the live taping of Wisconsin Huddle and get to know your favorite Wisconsin student athletes. Call B&H Monona to reserve your seat at 608-478-2618. We'll see you at Buck and Honey's.
You know Mountain Dew is like no other soft drink on earth. That's because Mountain Dew is the boldest soft drink the world has ever seen. Today, Mountain Dew, the most iconic flavor in the history of soft drinks, has spawned a new generation of outrageously craveable flavors that share its glory, like Mountain Dew Major Melon, Mountain Dew Code Red, Mountain Dew Spark, Mountain Dew Voltage, and Mountain Dew Livewire. So here's to the neon royalty of Dew and the Dew flavors that have come after it, the boldest flavors on earth.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
No rest for cross-chops in my mind. On my own, here we go.
What is this song called?
This one is Brain Stew.
All
for
right.
the people out
This is the
there.
one you were thinking of.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. He's Matt Hamilton. I am Jim Rutledge. I didn't know if I had the name wrong earlier. I had recently added this to a workout list because I like to work out at Commonwealth Health. They have their music that they play at Commonwealth Health, and that works out a lot. Sometimes I put my AirPods in and listen to what I want to listen to, but I'm always making sure. I was there earlier today. Got a great leg day in, which is back-to-back. Not back-to-back leg days like Wednesday or Thursday, but Tuesday I was there, and then Thursday I was there. So back-to-back leg days, which was great because they kind of helped me. You do loosen up. You kind of get like.
Get that lactic acid out of your muscles.
My hamstrings were tight, my back was tight, but by the end of it, I feel good. I feel better than when I went in there. And you can have a great experience at Carbon World Health, and you can go sign up for the 6-week experience. I saw someone new there doing some testing, because here's the other part. When you're new, they do baseline testing, and then after 6 weeks, you see the results, plus the in-body scans. But it could be from anything from semaglutide, which helps you drop some weight. It's the only FDA-approved drug that helps you drop fat, not muscle. You could do hormone replacement is another way to help you get into better shape and get into the shape and physicality you want to be in.
You can do the workout better than Jim and actually use the recovery
setup.
setup.
You can do the cryo
so you don't
or
have
red
to
light
wait
therapy.
for the leg day the next day.
All that
to
is available.
up.
Yeah, all that is there available for you. Let's get to throwing stones.
The guys think they have the answers to everything.
I'm the best there is. People like me.
So it's time to put them to the test.
That's some booty, Jim.
You know, that's just like your opinion, man.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Yes, it is, guys. Time here for Throwing Stone, we'll say today. Now, we all know sticks and stones may break my bones, but words, boy, do they confuse me. And so does history, guys.
So does time clocks. No.
So do time clocks. Time clocks catch up on me sometimes. Yeah. But what I want to bring up today, guys, is that it is obviously the Hawkeye versus the Badgers this weekend. The Badgers, excuse me.
Yeah.
The Badgers, excuse me. It is a historic matchup between these two thick, chunky clans of football teams. Burly.
You're all
chunky.
Words really are getting them.
Hey, they're getting to me, all right? But I wanna bring up that this will be the last time these two tribes face off against one another as Big Ten West foes. Big Ten West goes away after this season. Obviously, we're going to have USC, UCLA, Oregon, Washington joining the conference next year. So I ask you guys, are you guys going to be sad to see the Big Ten West go, this old ground and pound style of football, or are you ready for, what's coming? Maybe a little more life into this old, stodgy conference that we have. Matt, I'll start with you.
The Big Ten West has only been a thing for like 6-7 years. So,
but the style of what it is at its core is old and ancient.
I hear what you're saying. Like, Big Ten football is still going to be Big Ten football. There's going to be essence of that ground and pound, hit them where it hurts, really just make them stop you kind of football. But at the same time, there is going to be a little bit more air attack, a little bit more flair, some of the things you like to watch the NFL for, a little more pizzazz going on out in the field. So, no, I'm not upset that I'm losing the Big Ten West or the Big Ten East because they've been around for like 6 years anyway. The Big Ten is what matters. The vibe and the essence of the Big Ten is still going to be there. You just got to look for it. I'm not worried about these West Coasters coming in and changing the Big Ten.
13 years. Just so we're clear.
Not a long time.
Right, but double the amount of time you were saying.
Storied history of
That's over half my lifetime, guys.
But in Iowa, Wisconsin is a you suck. Side note, but like Iowa, Wisconsin is a kind of lifetime sort of thing. No, look,
Right.
I'm all for the Big Ten mixing it up. I want to keep these rivalries: Iowa, Minnesota. I guess Nebraska. I'm not going to be that upset if we lose Nebraska. Just keep Iowa, keep Minnesota, and the rest is whatever.
Stanford in?
Mix it up.
Stanford?
They're not
They're
in
in the
Big Ten
ACC.
yet? Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Of course. Why wouldn't they be in the Atlantic Coast Conference?
No, the All Coast Conference.
Oh, there you go.
All
Yeah.
Coast Conference.
Just Coast Conferences. All right. Pick a winner.
All right, well, guys, honestly, you guys made me feel bad for being too young. So, you know what? Neither of you winning today. I'm the winner.
All right, before we get to Tark and Derek and Alex out at Great Dane Huddle, Ted H. chimed in with a long text. The gist of it was basically that talking to his classmates or students in his classes, about 50% of them show up to be there as a social event. So the third and fourth quarter is really the point that you want to be there for. You said it all as kind of the disconnect point, so maybe you bump that forward into the first quarter. Could be something that's done there. A lot of different ways to get it done. A little bit of history work there as well. Tim, or Ted, we're short on time, so that's the best I can do on a very detailed text, which looks like I think maybe he's a professor, so I'm almost worried trying to read this and group it together as we're going. I don't want to embarrass myself and pull a Hamilton. But we got crosstalk with Great Dane coming up next.
Shut up,
Rutledge
Jim.
Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. Miss any of the show? Find full show podcasts free on Wisconsin On Demand and wherever you get your podcasts.
It's Chevy truck season, and with a Chevy Silverado, there's no such thing as an uphill battle. With a Chevy Silverado, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. Because with impressive towing capability, an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen, and the choice of powerful engines to pick from, whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado with the capability you need. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Hey, Drew Scott here, and I'm Jonathan Scott, reminding you that life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance. They can help you get just the right protection at just the right price and help you save when you bundle home and auto. Kind of like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It'll be just right for you. We love a custom build. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
'Tis the season for Toyland at Fleet Farm. The elves are stocking shelves with the hottest toys, like Barbie, Lego, Hot Wheels, and more at unbeatable deals. Find a lower toy price and we'll beat it by 5%. Doors open at 7 a.m. Saturday, October 14th. Plus, the first 125 customers get a free toy tractor. Get unbeatable deals on the toys you want before they're gone. Fleet Farm, the store with everything you need for a very Merry Christmas. See store for details.
After a serious crash with a semi-truck, everything can change instantly. Your future, your family's future, your quality of life. That's why knowledge and results matter in big truck cases. And not all law firms have the know-how or the resources to handle these complicated cases. At Gruberg Law Offices, we have the experience it takes to make sure you're protected. And there's never a fee until we win your case. Gruberg Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Big trailers and big opportunity. Since 1962, Stoughton Trailers has been a family-owned and operated business. With competitive wages and excellent benefits, plus growth and advancement opportunities, Stoughton Trailers is an exciting place to grow your career. Join the collaboration, innovation, and dynamic team atmosphere at Stoughton Trailers, with positions now open in production, operations, finance, sales, engineering, supply chain, and more. Go to stojobs.com to apply today. Stoughton Trailers, big opportunity.
Make a difference and donate blood today. Impact Life and Stoughton Health are bringing a blood drive for the community to the community. Friday, October 20th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Community Health and Wellness Center at Stoughton Health on County Highway B. Masks are optional and appointments are encouraged. To sign up, call 800-747-5401 or visit bloodcenter.org and use group code 3643. Donors get your choice of a gift card or bonus points to shop our online store. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Listen to Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin on 100.5 ESPN.
I'm not crushing Matt LaFleur. There's a lot of things I didn't like. But what he did is he believed in his team, and his team believed back in him. There ain't nothing more powerful in sports than that.
Wilde and Tausch, weekdays 9 to noon on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by Grassland Dairy, Home and Lindsay Paints, Coors Light, Made to Chill, and American Family Insurance. You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
I don't like this song anymore, Matt Hamilton, after Primetime Wollersheim assumed that this song was played at gentlemen's clubs to help kickstart their libido.
Hey, you're the one who brought up gentlemen's clubs, Jim. All
yeah,
right,
but
I made the 6 degrees of connection.
Your definition of what a gentleman's club is what guys did in the 80s to kickstart their libido because they didn't have the blue pills.
Am I this far off? I mean, really?
I didn't go to gentlemen's clubs in the 80s, so I don't know. But, I think people go for the camaraderie.
The camaraderie. Oh, the company?
Yes, and the Coors Light.
Oh, there you go.
He's Hamilton. I'm Rutledge. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. And we're going to get out to – are they here?
They are.
All right, let's get out to the Great Dane huddle. Who's out there? I don't even know. I know Derek Engler's there. That's about it.
All three of us are here, Jim.
Oh, my God. Tark's there, too?
Yeah, we're all here, Jimmy. And by the way, I'm really disappointed in you.
Me?
Yeah, because, I'm listening to you guys fighting the traffic and the rain out here to the Great Dane on the east side, and you're supposed to represent the old club. You don't know Pantera. You're kind of messing around with Alice in Chains. Alice in Chains, dude. Come on.
That was my fault.
I think you're messing it up here.
I messed that one up.
But I knew.
No, you're like, wait, Alice in Chains. I don't know that song. When one of the listeners.
I didn't know this song, but no. Yeah. See, you're. This is classic. I didn't know the Pantera song, but I knew the band Pantera. I know.
What song was it? Walk.
Cowboys from Hell.
Yeah, okay. I know I'm Broken by Pantera, and I probably would recognize the song.
You recognized Walk when I played it for you in the break.
Yes,
there you go. Okay.
It was just a matter of pulling things out
there.
Get be disappointed in Matt Hamilton, who thought Alice Cooper was the lead singer of Alice in Chains.
Well,
I'm just a baby. I don't know.
15 years younger.
I'm just a baby, Jim.
I'm 20 years younger, and I know all this. How about your explanation of a strip club? And what's how it serves people.
So Primetime Wollersheim.
What's going on there?
Primetime Wollersheim was under the belief that that's why people went to gentlemen's clubs in the 80s was to kickstart their libido.
Listen, the blue pills are totally different.
That's not the dumbest thing said on the show today, by any means.
First of all, thank you. The song came out in '89.
Right.
So none of the 80s.
Well, they're right at the end. Yeah, it was made about that. That's what it was.
Do you know what it was made by? Or why they made it?
Yeah, it's Motley Crue.
Well, it's Motley Crue, but Nikki Sixx in 1987
Oh, yeah, because he overdosed.
died.
Yeah.
So they kick-started his heart.
Everybody seen
the blue
Dirt,
pill.
I hope.
Well, with
Everybody
adrenaline,
Like in
pure
Pulp
adrenaline.
Fiction. Do you know that movie?
Yes, I am
All
very
right, so
familiar.
there you go.
Actually partied with Vince Neil.
Oh,
You did?
In a limo.
You did.
No,
Dark did.
back in 99, 2000.
What's the
somewhere.
story
Oh,
here?
man.
Yeah, share that story.
Yeah.
Well, we I got to tell you, it was one of the best stories ever because Bernie Kosar, I met him for the first time in Cleveland, and we were at a Browns fundraiser, and Bernie offered to fly us down, me and my buddy, down to South Beach with Tom Tupa. So the first time I ever flew in a private plane, went down there, got to the beach. We stayed at the National next to Delano. We took a limo up to Fort Lauderdale, and we met our guy on the beach. And
Vince Neil?
Vince Neil, and we're sitting there, and we're having drinks. And we went out the whole night, and we actually went to a strip club. I called one of my sister's friends from law school. I go, you got to come check this out. He was just a buddy who lived there in Palm Beach or wherever. He drove with his brother over there. And they're like, they're true gentlemen, but they're just like observing the whole thing. Like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Gentlemen's club.
Yeah,
They're true gentlemen.
Well, they're like Southern gentlemen. You know
That's
what I mean?
the
Like
prerequisite to get in.
Yeah, but they're like, this is the wildest thing ever. So we had a great night, and
wow.
We had to go to the metal shop at the end, and Vince was, in my opinion, no condition to get up on stage and start singing. But for whatever reason, he rallied like the Buffalo Bills. And he got up there, and he just crushed it. He rocked it out at the metal shop in Fort Lauderdale, and I was right there.
Fantastic.
That's a great
That
story.
is a story.
I mean,
Matt Hamilton, who's got stories, is jealous of that
Dude's been
story.
doing it for 10 years. I'm not surprised he could rally.
Yeah, right.
10 plus years at that point. Good for you. That's an amazing
Rutledge would have been
story.
offended. He would have been offended by the whole thing. I apologize. We're gonna have a meeting. We're gonna have a meeting tomorrow about that story.
You're right. You're right. I asked for the story, but I am deeply offended.
I'm very chagrined. I'm very chagrined. I remember my
Jim in
my
Human
buddy's
Resources
mom
like
yelling
this.
at me when we
I'm like
drank underage.
Matt and I are the only ones old enough to hear that story on this right now. Boyshime and Alex are too young to hear. Like, cover your earmuffs. Earmuffs, babies.
And
Earmuffs.
they play other songs at
shut
strip
up,
clubs,
Jim.
just so you know, Jim. They don't just play Kickstart My Heart. They do other songs.
I know this. Wollersheim is the one who's unaware of what happens at a gentleman's club.
Little cowbell, too fast for love.
Wollersheim's never been?
I'm not a gentleman, Strofe. No, I've never actually been. I'm too young.
Do you know, listen, I have a lot of respect for Alex Strofe here, but he could be a mean DJ in a strip club. Not quite like Lance.
Oh,
not quite like Lance.
Give us your voice,
Strofe
Alex. Give us your voice.
Come on.
Come to the stage.
Give a name.
Bubbles.
Lisa. Just go with Lisa.
Coming to the stage, everybody, welcome Lisa.
And fire up Kickstart My Heart. Hey, do it again. Wait.
Kickstart my heart.
Wait, Alex, we're going to do it again.
Sing.
Are we ready, Ryan?
Just DJ.
Are we ready?
1 sec.
All right, Ryan's going to get the music ready. And then I want you to talk over it, Alex. We're
I
gonna
gotcha.
give me the whole thing.
All right.
Are we ready, prime time?
Jim's
Almost there.
taking
2
the
more
stage.
seconds.
Jim's taking the stage.
Yeah, classic. Ryan's almost ready. He's almost primed up. There it is.
Jesus, Jim.
There
All
you
right,
go.
here we go. We welcome you and thank you for spending your time tonight at the Rutledge and Hamilton Club. Welcome to the club this evening, Lisa and Bubbles.
Fantastic.
Don't forget to tip your bathroom attendant.
If this doesn't work out for you, Strophe, you've got a career in the club.
That broadcast in school really paid off, Alex Strofe. Do you guys have picks for us? Are we supposed to be doing picks?
Yeah, give me Denver plus 10.5 tonight.
All right. Ryan, you keeping track of these? What about you, Tark and Derek? Go ahead.
I'm gonna go Chiefs.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Play blindfold.
Yeah, Denver's a hot mess.
Exactly. National spotlight. Mr. Unlimited.
Yeah, I'll
Big
take
game
the
for him.
Chiefs
All right.
all day long.
Then
Kelsey's a
also,
trick. It's a distraction.
not who would you date? Who has a better musically talented significant other? Obviously Travis Kelce with Taylor Swift, or Russell Wilson with Sierra?
It's Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, for
That's
sure.
not close.
Yeah.
I love Sierra, but
Yeah,
Taylor Swift is like the thing.
I like to 1-2 step as much as anybody else, but I'd much rather shake it off.
Yeah,
that was bad. That was bad. That was bad.
Look at this.
You're not my. You are not my litmus test whether it's a good joke or not. Strofe.
Derek Engler said it was good job.
I love that. Thanks, Derek.
Yeah, man. I thought I'd hear a bell.
I thought we would too, but you know what? We got a young kid who doesn't know anything, and Alex Strofe who just wants to dump on me.
I would love it if you guys 1-2 stepped out of our time slot so we could begin the Great Dane Huddle. That'd be great.
Our time slot? You're in ours. It's the Rutledge and Hamilton show, 4 to 6.
Stop trying to take over our shows, Alex Strofe. These are our shows.
Sell beer in the student section and play either Metallica or Pantera.
There you go. Derek Engler's got the answer. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. Great Dane Huddle coming up next. See you guys.
See ya.
Breaking news on ESPN Madison is presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or visit metrokiaofmadison.com.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
Hey, this is former Badger Brad Norton.
It's a fake. Great call and great execution.
You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Sports Center updates on 100.5 ESPN are brought to you by Metro Kia of Madison. Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or visit metrokiaofmadison.com. Everybody, huddle up. This is the Great Dane Huddle on 100.5 ESPN.
The Wisconsin Badgers have defeated the UCLA Bruins by a score of 21-16.
With Rose Bowl champions